Question 1. What steps should a security guard take when dealing with a suspected case of internal theft? A. Immediately confront the suspected employee. B. Ignore the suspicion unless there's solid proof. C. Document the suspicion, discreetly investigate, and report to management. D. Report the suspicion to the police immediately. Answer: C. Document the suspicion, discreetly investigate, and report to management. The guard should document any suspicions of internal theft, conduct a discreet investigation, and report the findings to management for further action. Question 2. How does a security guard manage confidential information accidentally disclosed to them? A. Share the information with their supervisor. B. Use the information for personal benefit. C. Keep the information confidential and report the disclosure to the appropriate authority. D. Discuss the information with colleagues. Answer: C. Keep the information confidential and report the disclosure to the appropriate authority. A security guard should maintain the confidentiality of any accidentally disclosed information and report the incident to the appropriate authority within the organization. Question 3. Describe the protocol for a security guard when encountering a diplomat on the premises. A. Refuse entry due to diplomatic status. B. Provide special privileges beyond security protocols. C. Verify identification, treat with respect, and adhere to diplomatic protocols. D. Detain and question regarding their purpose. Answer: C. Verify identification, treat with respect, and adhere to diplomatic protocols. The guard should verify the diplomat's identification, treat them with the necessary respect, and adhere to any specific diplomatic protocols while maintaining security procedures. Question 4. What should a security guard do if they witness another guard engaging in unethical behavior? A. Join in the behavior. B. Ignore it to maintain team harmony. C. Report the behavior to a supervisor or management. D. Warn the offending guard and then forget about it. Answer: C. Report the behavior to a supervisor or management. Unethical behavior should be reported to a supervisor or management for appropriate action, maintaining professional integrity. Question 5. How should a security guard respond to an emergency if they are the only first responder on scene? A. Wait for backup before taking any action. B. Provide immediate assistance and call for additional support. C. Leave the scene to avoid personal risk. D. Take a passive approach and observe. Answer: B. Provide immediate assistance and call for additional support. The guard should promptly assist and ensure safety while calling for additional emergency support. Question 6. Describe the process for a security guard to handle a situation involving counterfeit currency. A. Immediately use the currency to avoid suspicion. B. Report and hand over the currency to law enforcement. C. Keep the currency as evidence without reporting. D. Destroy the counterfeit currency immediately. Answer: B. Report and hand over the currency to law enforcement. If counterfeit currency is encountered, it should be reported and handed over to law enforcement for further investigation. Question 7. How can a security guard differentiate between a legitimate visitor and a potential intruder in a non-obvious situation? A. By their appearance. B. Through effective questioning and verification of identification. C. Assuming all unfamiliar persons are intruders. D. Letting them in without verification to avoid confrontation. Answer: B. Through effective questioning and verification of identification. Differentiating between a legitimate visitor and an intruder involves effective questioning and verifying identification to ascertain the person's purpose on the premises. Question 8. What is the appropriate course of action if a security guard finds personal belongings of an employee in a restricted area? A. Immediately dispose of the belongings. B. Ignore them as they are not a security concern. C. Secure the belongings and investigate how they got there. D. Return them to the employee without investigation. Answer: C. Secure the belongings and investigate how they got there. Finding personal belongings in a restricted area should prompt securing the items and investigating their presence in the area. Question 9. How should a security guard react to discovering unauthorized surveillance equipment on the premises? A. Use the equipment for personal surveillance. B. Immediately destroy the equipment. C. Report the discovery and secure the area for investigation. D. Ignore the equipment as it may be part of a covert operation. Answer: C. Report the discovery and secure the area for investigation. Upon discovering unauthorized surveillance equipment, a security guard should report it and secure the area to allow for a proper investigation. Question 10. What actions should a security guard take when encountering an off-duty law enforcement officer acting suspiciously? A. Allow them to proceed without question due to their law enforcement status. B. Detain the officer immediately. C. Observe and report the behavior to a supervisor. D. Request for backup and confront the officer. Answer: C. Observe and report the behavior to a supervisor. Suspicious behavior by an off-duty law enforcement officer should be observed and reported to a supervisor for appropriate action. Question 11. Describe how a security guard should approach a situation involving potential child abduction. A. Leave the situation to law enforcement. B. Secure the area, alert authorities, and gather detailed information. C. Immediately confront the suspected abductor. D. Announce the situation over the public address system. Answer: B. Secure the area, alert authorities, and gather detailed information. In a potential child abduction situation, a security guard should secure the area to prevent the child from being removed from the premises, alert the authorities, and gather detailed information to assist in the investigation. Question 12. How can a security guard handle a situation where they are confronted with a language barrier during an emergency? A. Use hand gestures only. B. Seek assistance from someone who speaks the language. C. Ignore the person due to the language barrier. D. Speak louder and slower in their own language. Answer: B. Seek assistance from someone who speaks the language. In an emergency where there is a language barrier, the guard should seek assistance from someone who can communicate in the person's language to ensure effective communication. Question 13. What are the ethical considerations for a security guard when offered gifts by a regular visitor? A. Accept all gifts to maintain good relations. B. Politely decline and report the incident as per the organization's policies. C. Accept only if the gift is of nominal value. D. Keep the gift secret to avoid complications. Answer: B. Politely decline and report the incident as per the organization's policies. Accepting gifts can create a conflict of interest. Therefore, it is ethically important to politely decline and report the incident according to the organization's policies. Question 14. How should a security guard handle a situation where they suspect a visitor is under electronic surveillance? A. Immediately inform the visitor about the suspicion. B. Disregard the suspicion as it is not a security concern. C. Monitor the visitor discreetly and report the situation. D. Confiscate any suspected surveillance devices. Answer: C. Monitor the visitor discreetly and report the situation. If there is suspicion of electronic surveillance, the guard should discreetly monitor the visitor and report the situation to superiors for further investigation. Question 15. What steps should a security guard take when they have reason to believe an employee is being blackmailed? A. Confront the suspected blackmailer. B. Document the evidence, report to management, and maintain confidentiality. C. Advise the employee to pay the blackmailer. D. Ignore the situation as it is a personal matter. Answer: B. Document the evidence, report to management, and maintain confidentiality. In cases of suspected blackmail, it is important to document any evidence, report the situation to management, and maintain the confidentiality of the involved parties. Question 16. How can a security guard identify and handle a situation involving a sophisticated scam targeting the facility? A. Assume all operations are legitimate to avoid false accusations. B. Rely on intuition to identify the scam. C. Stay vigilant, verify suspicious activities, and report to management. D. Take personal action to stop the scam. Answer: C. Stay vigilant, verify suspicious activities, and report to management. The guard should remain vigilant, verify any suspicious activities that could indicate a scam, and report these observations to management for further action. Question 17. Describe the security guard's role in a situation where there is a suspicion of espionage within the organization. A. Engage in counter-espionage activities. B. Document suspicious activities and report to appropriate authorities. C. Dismiss suspicions to avoid creating distrust. D. Directly confront the suspected individual. Answer: B. Document suspicious activities and report to appropriate authorities. In cases of suspected espionage, the guard's role is to document any suspicious activities and report them to the appropriate authorities or internal security team for investigation. Question 18. How should a security guard respond to a situation where they find sensitive corporate information unattended? A. Read the information to assess its importance. B. Secure the information and report the incident to management. C. Ignore the information as it is not a direct security concern. D. Share the information with colleagues to find the owner. Answer: B. Secure the information and report the incident to management. If sensitive corporate information is found unattended, the guard should secure it to prevent unauthorized access and report the incident to management for proper handling. Question 19. What is the appropriate action for a security guard if they observe an illegal activity occurring outside but near the premises? A. Ignore it as it is outside the premises. B. Report the activity to law enforcement. C. Attempt to intervene and stop the activity. D. Record the activity for evidence. Answer: B. Report the activity to law enforcement. If illegal activity is observed outside but near the premises, the guard should report it to law enforcement for them to handle, as it falls outside the direct jurisdiction of the security guard. Question 20. How should a security guard handle receiving a bribe or being offered an incentive to overlook a security breach? A. Accept the bribe discreetly. B. Report the offer immediately to management. C. Negotiate for a higher bribe. D. Ignore the offer but take no further action. Answer: B. Report the offer immediately to management. Any attempt to bribe a security guard should be reported immediately to management, as accepting a bribe compromises the integrity of the security guard and the security of the facility. Question 21. What approach should a security guard take in managing a crowd during a controversial event? A. Allow the crowd to self-manage to avoid conflict. B. Use aggressive tactics to control the crowd. C. Remain neutral, monitor for disturbances, and manage crowd control effectively. D. Disperse the crowd using any means necessary. Answer: C. Remain neutral, monitor for disturbances, and manage crowd control effectively. During a controversial event, a security guard should remain neutral, be vigilant for any disturbances, and effectively manage crowd control. Question 22. How can a security guard effectively deal with a situation involving a mentally unstable individual making threats? A. Engage in a verbal argument to assert control. B. Isolate the individual to prevent them from causing harm. C. Remain calm, de-escalate the situation, and seek appropriate assistance. D. Use physical force to subdue the individual. Answer: C. Remain calm, de-escalate the situation, and seek appropriate assistance. In dealing with a mentally unstable individual making threats, it's important to remain calm, use de-escalation techniques, and seek assistance from mental health professionals or law enforcement. Question 23. Describe the appropriate response when a security guard encounters a potentially dangerous animal on the property. A. Attempt to capture or harm the animal. B. Contact animal control services and keep a safe distance. C. Ignore the animal unless it becomes aggressive. D. Use loud noises to scare the animal away. Answer: B. Contact animal control services and keep a safe distance. If a potentially dangerous animal is encountered, the guard should contact animal control services and maintain a safe distance to avoid provoking the animal. Question 24. How should a security guard respond to discovering a large-scale data breach involving client information? A. Fix the breach themselves if they have it knowledge. B. Notify management and the IT department immediately. C. Keep the breach confidential to avoid causing alarm. D. Inform the clients about the breach personally. Answer: B. Notify management and the IT department immediately. Upon discovering a large-scale data breach, the guard should immediately notify management and the IT department for prompt action to secure the data and mitigate any potential damage. Question 25. What steps should a security guard take upon receiving a vague but potentially serious threat over the phone? A. Dismiss the threat as not credible. B. Record the details, notify management, and increase vigilance. C. Trace the call personally. D. Announce the threat over the public address system. Answer: B. Record the details, notify management, and increase vigilance. The guard should record details of the threat, notify management, and increase vigilance and security measures in response to the potential threat. Question 26. How should a security guard handle a situation involving an altercation between two high-profile individuals? A. Take photographs for evidence. B. Immediately call the media. C. Intervene to de-escalate and ensure privacy and discretion. D. Allow them to resolve the issue themselves. Answer: C. Intervene to de-escalate and ensure privacy and discretion. In an altercation involving high-profile individuals, the guard should intervene to de-escalate the situation while ensuring privacy and discretion. Question 27. What actions are necessary if a security guard suspects that there is illegal drug activity occurring on the premises? A. Join in to gather evidence. B. Document and report the suspicion to law enforcement. C. Warn the individuals involved. D. Conduct a personal investigation. Answer: B. Document and report the suspicion to law enforcement. If a security guard suspects illegal drug activity, they should document the suspicion and report it to law enforcement for proper investigation. Question 28. How can a security guard determine if a seemingly abandoned vehicle poses a security threat? A. Ignore it unless it blocks traffic. B. Conduct a visual inspection, check for registration, and report to authorities. C. Immediately tow the vehicle. D. Search the vehicle for any dangerous items. Answer: B. Conduct a visual inspection, check for registration, and report to authorities. The guard should conduct a visual inspection of the abandoned vehicle, check for registration details, and report to authorities if the vehicle is deemed suspicious or poses a security threat. Question 29. What should a security guard do if they find evidence of a coworker tampering with security equipment? A. Confront the coworker directly. B. Ignore it to maintain team harmony. C. Report the incident to management immediately. D. Tamper with the equipment themselves to cover it up. Answer: C. Report the incident to management immediately. Any evidence of tampering with security equipment by a coworker should be reported to management immediately for appropriate action. Question 30. How should a security guard handle a situation where a visitor refuses to comply with a security check citing privacy concerns? A. Force the visitor to comply. B. Deny entry and explain the security policy. C. Allow entry to avoid a confrontation. D. Bypass the security check for the individual. Answer. B. Deny entry and explain the security policy. If a visitor refuses to comply with a security check due to privacy concerns, the guard should deny entry and explain the necessity and policy regarding security checks. Question 31. Describe the protocol for a security guard responding to an incident that may have legal implications for the facility. A. Take immediate legal action on behalf of the facility. B. Document the incident thoroughly, report to management, and cooperate with legal inquiries. C. Advise involved parties on legal matters. D. Ignore the incident to avoid legal entanglements. Answer. B. Document the incident thoroughly, report to management, and cooperate with legal inquiries. The guard should document the incident in detail, report it to management, and cooperate with any legal inquiries, ensuring proper legal protocol is followed. Question 32. What should a security guard do if they receive an instruction that contradicts the established security protocols? A. Follow the instruction without question. B. Clarify with a supervisor and adhere to established protocols. C. Ignore the instruction completely. D. Make a personal judgment on which protocol to follow. Answer. B. Clarify with a supervisor and adhere to established protocols. In case of contradictory instructions, the guard should seek clarification from a supervisor to ensure adherence to established security protocols. Question 33. How should a security guard approach a situation where they are required to enforce a new and controversial security policy? A. Refuse to enforce the policy. B. Enforce the policy strictly without explanation. C. Explain the policy clearly and enforce it while remaining sensitive to concerns. D. Leave the enforcement to other staff members. Answer. C. Explain the policy clearly and enforce it while remaining sensitive to concerns. When enforcing a new and controversial policy, the guard should clearly explain the policy to those affected and enforce it tactfully, being sensitive to any concerns raised. Question 34. What is the best course of action for a security guard who witnesses an act of vandalism with ambiguous intent? A. Join in the act of vandalism. B. Document the incident, intervene if necessary, and report to management. C. Disregard the incident as a harmless act. D. Immediately detain the individuals involved. Answer. B. Document the incident, intervene if necessary, and report to management. The guard should document the act of vandalism, intervene if necessary to prevent further damage, and report the incident to management for appropriate action. Question 35. How should a security guard handle a situation where they are asked to assist in a task outside their jurisdiction? A. Always accept to show eagerness. B. Politely decline and explain the limits of their role. C. Attempt the task to the best of their ability. D. Report the person who asked for assistance. Answer. B. Politely decline and explain the limits of their role. If asked to assist in a task outside their jurisdiction, the guard should politely decline and explain that the task falls outside the scope of their responsibilities. Question 36. Describe how a security guard should deal with a situation involving a fraudulent attempt to gain access. A. Grant access to avoid confrontation. B. Detain the person immediately. C. Deny access, document the attempt, and report to management. D. Allow access but monitor the person closely. Answer. C. deny access, document the attempt, and report to management. In case of a fraudulent attempt to gain access, the guard should deny access, document the incident, and report it to management for further action. Question 37. What steps should a security guard take in handling a situation where they are the witness to a crime off duty? A. Act as if they are on duty and intervene. B. Report the crime to law enforcement as a civilian. C. Ignore the crime since they are off duty. D. Capture the criminal themselves. Answer. B. Report the crime to law enforcement as a civilian. If witnessing a crime off duty, the guard should report the crime to law enforcement as a civilian, without intervening in a professional capacity. Question 38. How can a security guard effectively manage a situation with conflicting eyewitness accounts of an incident? A. Choose the most believable account. B. Document all accounts, remain impartial, and report the incident for further investigation. C. Dismiss all accounts as unreliable. D. Base the response on personal judgment of the situation. Answer. B. Document all accounts, remain impartial, and report the incident for further investigation. In a situation with conflicting eyewitness accounts, the guard should document all accounts, remain impartial, and report the incident for further investigation. Question 39. Describe the protocol for a security guard who suspects illegal surveillance or eavesdropping within the facility. A. Immediately destroy the suspected devices. B. Conduct a personal investigation into the source. C. Report the suspicion, secure the area, and cooperate with investigations. D. Use the surveillance to their advantage. Answer. C. Report the suspicion, secure the area, and cooperate with investigations. If a guard suspects illegal surveillance or eavesdropping, they should report the suspicion, secure the area to prevent tampering, and cooperate with any subsequent investigations. Question 40. How should a security guard react when faced with a situation that involves a potential conflict of interest? A. Proceed with the situation, ignoring the conflict. B. Report the conflict and seek guidance from a supervisor. C. Use the conflict to personal advantage. D. Resign from their position. Answer. B. Report the conflict and seek guidance from a supervisor. When faced with a potential conflict of interest, a guard should report it to a supervisor and seek guidance on how to proceed ethically. Question 41. What approach should a security guard take when dealing with a visitor who is making unreasonable demands? A. Fulfill the demands to avoid conflict. B. Firmly but politely refuse and explain the facility's policies. C. Call the police immediately. D. Ignore the visitor and walk away. Answer. B. Firmly but politely refuse and explain the facility's policies. The guard should handle a visitor making unreasonable demands by firmly but politely refusing and explaining why the demands cannot be met based on the facility's policies. Question 42. How should a security guard respond to a situation where a visitor claims to have a legal exemption from certain rules? A. Automatically accept the claim without verification. B. Verify the claim and consult with management or legal advisors. C. Deny the claim outright to maintain standard procedures. D. Laugh off the claim as implausible. Answer. B. Verify the claim and consult with management or legal advisors. In such situations, the guard should verify the claim and consult with management or legal advisors to determine the appropriate response. Question 43. Describe how a security guard should handle a situation involving allegations of harassment on the property. A. Join in the harassment. B. Document the allegations, provide support to the victim, and report to management. C. Dismiss the allegations as unimportant. D. Handle the situation personally without involving management. Answer. B. Document the allegations, provide support to the victim, and report to management. Allegations of harassment should be taken seriously. The guard should document the allegations, provide support to the victim, and report the incident to management for appropriate action. Question 44. What actions should a security guard take if they suspect that a minor is involved in illicit activities on the premises? A. Ignore it, as minors cannot be held legally responsible. B. Document the activities, notify the authorities, and contact the minor's guardians. C. Discipline the minor directly. D. Allow the activities to continue to avoid confrontation. Answer B. Document the activities, notify the authorities, and contact the minor's guardians. If a minor is suspected of being involved in illicit activities, the guard should document the activities, notify the authorities, and contact the minor's guardians. Question 45. How should a security guard manage a situation involving a VIP or celebrity to ensure both security and privacy? A. Request autographs and photographs. B. Provide enhanced security discreetly and respect privacy. C. Deny entry to avoid potential problems. D. Publicize the VIP or celebrity's presence. Answer B. Provide enhanced security discreetly and respect privacy. In such situations, the guard should provide discreet and enhanced security while respecting the privacy of the VIP or celebrity. Question 46. What is the correct response for a security guard when they encounter a situation beyond their training or expertise? A. Act confidently as if they are trained. B. Call for assistance from a more experienced guard or supervisor. C. Try to solve the problem using guesswork. D. Leave the scene to avoid making mistakes. Answer B. Call for assistance from a more experienced guard or supervisor. When encountering a situation beyond their training or expertise, the guard should call for assistance from a more experienced guard or supervisor to handle the situation appropriately. Question 47. How can a security guard effectively handle a situation where they are the only witness to an internal policy violation? A. Cover up the violation to protect the colleague. B. Report the violation in accordance with company policy. C. Blackmail the violator for personal gain. D. Spread the information as gossip among colleagues. Answer B. Report the violation in accordance with company policy. In such a case, the guard should report the witnessed internal policy violation following the company's reporting procedures. Question 48. Describe the procedure for a security guard handling lost or unattended baggage in a sensitive area. A. Open the baggage to check its contents. B. Secure the area, report the baggage, and wait for the appropriate team to handle it. C. Move the baggage to a less sensitive area. D. Dispose of the baggage immediately. Answer B. Secure the area, report the baggage, and wait for the appropriate team to handle it. If lost or unattended baggage is found in a sensitive area, the guard should secure the area, report the baggage, and wait for the bomb squad or appropriate team to handle it. Question 49. How should a security guard approach a situation where there is a potential threat to the facility's cybersecurity? A. Ignore it, as cybersecurity is not part of a security guard's duties. B. Notify the IT department and management immediately. C. Try to resolve the cyber threat personally. D. Shut down all computer systems as a precaution. Answer B. Notify the IT department and management immediately. In case of a potential cybersecurity threat, the guard should notify the IT department and management immediately for them to take appropriate action. Question 50. What steps should a security guard take when they discover a breach of secure information within the company? A. Keep the information to themselves. B. Use the information for personal advantage. C. Report the breach to management and follow company protocols. D. Leak the information to the media. Answer C. Report the breach to management and follow company protocols. Upon discovering a breach of secure information, the guard should report the breach to management and follow the company's protocols for handling such situations.